Alrighty, welcome to a class on Canva. And we're going to be talking mostly about the specifics in reference to creating a book cover. So let me go ahead and go to share the screen. All right, so in Canva, you have the option to do book cover templates. So they're already pre-designed, much like you have on Amazon and other sites and stuff like that. So you can choose one of any of these styles to work with. And from there, then you can go ahead and alter it to make it work for yourself. For example, like Real Business Solutions over here, I've used that template before. This one I've used for one of the programs. And I do believe I have somebody who just joined us. So bear with me. Okay, sorry. So you can use any of these templates, and they're great templates. They have children's books and all that type of stuff. And you can just choose any one of them to just go in and alter it. As long as you have the Pro edition of Canva, you can go in and use any of these. And as you can see here, I just clicked on one just to open it up. Okay. Now, the good thing about these, like I said, you can choose it out, you can change things. You can change colors, all of this fun stuff. They have color scales up there for you to work with. If you wanted to go to a green background, you can easily do that. So working within the Canva, if you don't have a cover image, this is a good source to use. And there are so many selections to choose from that, again, you've got all these options. There we go. Now I've got somebody joining. And then. Alrighty, and we don't need to connect. Okay, so as I was saying, we have lots of options to choose from in Canva. So no matter what style, what genre, anything. I mean, as you can see, I'm still scrolling through and there's tons and tons and tons to choose from. So whatever you have chosen, we're going to use this right now just to play with, okay? Make sure that you have set it to this size that you want. And you do that under resize. And I always choose the inches. And this is a huge file. You're not going to necessarily have a book that big. So you can easily just highlight it and change it to whatever you need. Now, this is straight, pure and simple 9x6. However, don't forget to make sure you include that 1/4 inch around it. So you want to do a 9.25 and a 6.25 to give it that extra. It's actually 1/12 of an inch on each side, basically 1/4 of an inch. You choose copy and resize, and then it'll resize it for you. Okay. And then you can go in and do it. And this is great for then when you have your final. Oops, I chose the wrong direction on that. So let's go ahead and fix that. It would help if I read that with and 6.25 and then height at 9.25. There we go. We'll just resize it. There we go. So now you've got the built-in 1/12 of an inch background or outer rim that you're going to need for whenever you set it up in Amazon or Ingram. Preferably, hopefully you're using Ingram as an example for this. And real quickly, if you are using Ingram to do it and you don't know how to get the proper type of cover layout thing, you can go up here and just do search for cover template. And there you'll see a cover template generator. It'll take you to this page, which we were just on. Choose File Creation, Cover Template Generator. Okay, click on it. And then if you have your ISBN number already assigned to it, great. You can just enter the information in here. And it will, if you've gone into Ingram, you've already set everything up, it'll automatically fill out the rest of these pages. But if you don't, and you're starting from scratch, not a problem. You can enter in any type of ISBN number, one from your older books that's similar or whatever, doesn't matter. Then you can select your trim size. Again, if you wanted to go 6x9, for example, you just go through, answer all the questions. If you've done this before, it's very simple. Choose out, and then duplex, you're not going to do that too much. And then how many pages? We're going to say 120 pages. And then the file type. Now, I personally like to use the PDF for this, but if you're used to using InDesign, which is an Adobe, or IDML, that's fine, but I'll use PDF as an example, and I'll show you why in a moment. Put in your email address and submit. Now, I've noticed ever since they've done the free publication aspect, where they got rid of the $50 upload fee, they've gone really busy, which is not a surprise. So if you go on the weekends to order, to do this, expect not to get it until Sunday or Monday. I've seen a good 2 to 3 day delay. During the week, it's not so bad. You can usually get it within a few minutes. Like I said, the worst I've seen on the weekend is take up 3 days to get this file back. But you can still play with the template in here and stuff like that. Now, in my case, we're going to upload the PDF, okay? And I've got a book cover here we're going to work with and stuff like this, but let's start with the PDF. So in the top 10, we're going to use blockchain. Now, the PDF will come to you already done. And you'll see it like right here, okay? Hopefully you can see it on screen. So let me open up. In the PDF aspect, you can, if you have the Pro Adobe, all you have to do is open it up as a PDF, then go and have it exchanged as an export for a JPEG, and you'll get then this file here, okay? And this file is exactly what you need to know. It has all the information. This is going to be your cover. Let me bring it up to the front so it's easier for you to see. There we go. So this side here is going to be your cover. Then you have your other cover here. And it also has then at the very bottom right here, the page size. In this particular case, this one's a 15 by 12. So let me pull this and resize. Yeah. So it's going to be 12 by 15 height. All right, so as you see, it's done here, but we're going to go ahead and just delete this out for right now. So we can bring in the other information. So once you have it sized, just go in, add it in using your drag and drop. Did I miss the size on this? I must have. My apologies. I'm so used to 15 by 12. Yeah, it's 15 by 12. So what happened? And you do see down here, I was using the enlarger in and out so you can see it better and stuff like that. All right, why am I not getting this right? Width is 15 inches. Height is 12. Resize it. There we go. All right, so up to there, extend it out, and it fits perfectly. Okay. Now, in this case, I already have an image that I needed. So even though I didn't set it up for that extra edge, as you can see, which is fine because I'm going to use a different colored background to work with. In here now, you can also then use your text and add information so that you can put in your sales pitch and stuff using this little plus to move it around. And of course, you can change your font and your styles up here for whatever you need. And then also space here. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to pull up one that's already laid out so you can see how it looks. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Here's one. Make sure you do save your files as you're working on them, in case Canva goes down or your PC goes down or anything like that. And you can also then use it to come back and look at things that you've worked with and stuff like that, which is what I'm trying to do here. And of course, it doesn't want to give it to me like it should. You see all the different things I've made from it and stuff, all my covers and stuff. Here we go. Here's one. Okay, so as you see, I've used a separate background here, which I got from over here. Oops. There it is, in the elements. Just, it's one of these that you can go in and add into it and do what you need, which is what I basically did for the background. So I hide, the pink and the blue because you don't want that showing at all when you've got your final design and everything. I've got my sales pitch here. I've got my picture, my bio, my business name, city, website, and of course the ISBN. And then of course it shows me how much I have available on that right here is where you're going to be putting your spine, if you have enough in your book to do a spine, okay? So everything's laid out the way it should be. And then when you're done with it, you simply share it, go to download, and do it as a PDF print, okay? You don't need to have the crop marks because it's already built into the system, and then you download it and you are set. You are done to upload into Ingram, or if you have the PDF, the layout for Amazon, same thing. You can set it up. You can do it as a JPEG or as a PDF in any respect to go from there, okay? That is the simplest explanation. So I know, Missy, you have one that you're working on. So let me stop this. And what are you trying to accomplish with yours so I can help you along?
Well, so right now, what I've created through Canva is only the front cover because it wasn't giving me the option to do a full book cover for some reason. So step one was me trying to figure out how to get to the option to do the full cover. And let me go to, so if I go to projects, let's see here. Yeah, if I go like to start a project and put in book cover, I don't think full book cover was an option, but it's been a while since I've done this, so.
And you're right, it doesn't give you that full option.
Okay.
As it's not that easy in that respect. So that's the only annoying thing about that. But when you are working within the imagery, and let me pull it off here. I have you showing. Okay.
Yeah, because even when I go to templates and type in book cover, it's only showing the front covers.
Correct. So, and that's what most people are used to working with and stuff like that, especially since most people are using Canva more for the ebook concept versus the print.
Right.
But that's okay because as you saw here, I created the back end using that particular thing I received from Ingram. Okay, now do you use Ingram mostly or do you use Amazon?
No, I actually use Barnes & Noble Press, B&M Press. And so they do send me, or I do have, I was trying to actually find it while you're talking. I had a file that showed like what the dimensions are and everything. I can't find it, but that I know that, I've had that. I remember that they have that available for me to be able to get that proper
Measure.
dimensions. Yeah.
Right. So in that respects, like I said, Ingram is the simplest and easiest. It's the one everybody's using anyways. Barnes and Noble uses them for print on demand and stuff like this.
Mhm.
So I would go to Ingram and just put in that information that you need, and it will lay it out for you. So you don't have to worry about making sure you have the exact measurements to match. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, let me pull this. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for, like I said, I'm having to work with a mobile hotspot right now on my laptop, so it's going really slow. But
That's fine.
as soon as this loads, I'll be able to tell you what, because I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head what size my books are right now.
Yeah. Having this all laid out for you from the Ingram is so much
Mhm.
easier. It does down here at the bottom, and I'll enlarge this so you can see it. It gives you, the exact measurements and everything, so you can make sure that what you have from Barnes and Noble matches accordingly
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
stuff. But this layout, it's just so much easier in the long run to work with. And as long as you set your cover size up correctly with the 9 1/4 and 6 1/4, or whatever size book you have, you make sure you have that 1/4 of an inch, or that 1/4 of an inch laid out. Because like you see here, I've got let me go ahead and unline it. I've got that blue at the bottom and also on the side here. Now, I purposely chose to do it that way, okay? Just to highlight my cover more.
Mhm.
Okay, but a lot of people don't want to do that. They want that extended out and stuff. So make sure that you do have it properly sized, with that extra 1/4 inch on, all the way around. So
Yeah,
that,
so it's showing, I finally got logged in. It's showing that my book sizes are 5.5 by 8.25. So 5.5 by 8 1/4.
okay, so that's an interesting size. It's sounding like it's actually 5 1/4 by 8 book finished. Because it has that extra 1/4 in there. That's interesting. Any particular reason you chose that size? I'm just curious.
I don't remember, because this is like, I don't know, the 10th book that I've done. And so I don't remember why. I think, so I work between draft to digital for ebooks and then Barnes and Noble for the print. And I think when I was going back and forth between the two, saving it from draft to digital, I think it had saved it at a certain size. And when I put it into Barnes and Noble, this was the compromise. So it comes out, hang on one second, I'll show you. So this is the size of the book, of the print book. And as you can see, it's the full cover,
Mhm.
front and back. And I've been happy with the way these come out. So I've just been sticking with that size with the, what did I say, 8.5 by 5.5 by 8 1/4.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the beauty of books, they come in all different sizes, so you don't have to get stuck on a particular one. The small ones I was doing was 4 by 6. And I purposely did that simply because I wanted easy for people to work with and stuff. Yeah. So that measurement that you were talking about, 5.5 and 8 1/4, is right here. So you could get that. So it's all laid out for you, includes the spine and all that based on how many pages you have and all that. So that helps make it easier for you in the long run. Just convert it into a JPEG. And I find that to be the easiest to work with and stuff. In all the years I've been doing it. Let me go back. So again, here it is. And the beauty here is you've got the scale, so you can, zoom in to check things and see how they're looking and stuff like that. Make sure quality is good and all that if you need to scroll in and out. But having that all laid out for you, and then once you do print it out as a PDF, it should be ready to go. Now, you can also print it out as a JPEG if that's what you're needing for Barnes and Noble. I've never done Barnes and Noble, so I couldn't tell you, but basically, I'm sure it's like everybody else. It's probably a PDF that you can upload, and that's all you need and stuff.
Yeah.
But that is the simplest aspect to do it. Cal, do you have any questions? I'm not sure he's there. Missy, do you have any other things you need to understand better?
There.
No, I not on that, I don't believe. Now on the one from Ingram, does that include the spot for for the barcode and the photo, the author's photo, all that?
Yeah, let me go back and show it to you. And that's also the beauty of this, is that you don't have to use what they are providing as far as barcode. Let me pull this one back up. Bring it to the front. Okay, so see, there's the barcode space there. Okay, now my barcode is slightly different. Okay, delete that. As you can see, mine's a little bigger and longer. Okay, but you know, it shows up. Yeah, here we go. So see, it's basic same spot. I just choose to do a different type because I have that 5 digits, double zeros or 5 zeros on my barcode. So it doesn't have the price listed, so it works better. But it's the same, you know, you're within, as long as you're within the pink for everything you need, you're fine. That blue section is what's theoretically going to be cut off, okay, during the print and stuff. So that's what you need to be aware of. You want to make sure you keep everything within the pink and you're good to go. Everything else is just extra. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Cal, I saw that you came on. Did you have a question?
Well, I've been here. I just I couldn't find my unmute button there for a second. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I am very, very new to Canva. I got it last week when I heard about the class, and so I thought, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do it and see what I can do with it and play around. And I'm playing around still.
All right, that's not a problem. Let me show you something else that will help you with your marketing aspect.
Yes.
Pull that up. So here we are back in Canva.
Okay. Now, if I may stop you, Alan, I apologize. Sure. My Canva doesn't look like your Canva.
Okay.
And
are you paid or unpaid?
I am paid. I paid, but it's just
what web browser are you using?
I am in, what browser am I using? Internet Explorer. I mean, no, Edge.
Edge. Okay, so
yes,
and that's what I'm using. Missy, does yours look different?
No, I'm using Edge also, and I pay the $12.99 a month. I don't know if there's different levels, but mine looks like yours.
Okay. Yeah, the $12.99 is what I pay as well and stuff.
Well, I paid the year, so
okay.
No, is that a difference?
Not necessarily.
It shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
Okay.
You may have.
Okay, so are you on what area are you on when you go to that design part?
Okay, so you're talking about this here?
Yes.
Okay, so here is a blank page that you can go to. So when you're at the home page, okay,
yes,
you have all of the options here to work with and stuff like that. Okay.
Got it.
To start off with, your best bet actually would probably be to use the doc. Actually, no, I don't like doc. Doc comes up and it gives you all these other things to work with and stuff. So you can
okay.
see like all this stuff. I hate that. That drives me nuts. So actually, let me, again, here's your book cover that you can start off with. You know, it gives you all the options to select from and stuff.
I don't have a book cover I do have one. I lied. I see it.
And where is?
Oh man. Well,
Okay.
you taught me a lot just then.
Okay.
Just then. Thank you.
Mhm. So, if you did find a book cover you want to use, for example, I'm pulling one up right now, okay? It's automatically set as at certain size. So when you hit the resize, I'm waiting for,
Yes.
okay? Actually, I chose a blank one, that's fine. So as I said, work with your inches because that's pretty much how you're going to have to set everything up. But as you see, this is a blank one and it's already preset and stuff like that. So you can change those to any page you need, okay? So again, if you're going to do a 6x9, you can change it to the width of 6 1/4 because you want to have that extra space, okay? And that 9x1/4, hit resize and it will automatically resize it for you. Okay. Now, if by chance you forget this, okay, let me pull up something so you can get a sample. Here, we'll use this one. Okay, now let's say you've been in here and you're working with it and everything, you've got it all looking really good, and then you all of a sudden realize, oh crap, I didn't check the page size. Okay, again, you can see this one's slightly different. You can go in and change, and we're going to do that 10x12 and then 12x25. Hit resize, okay, and it automatically will resize everything for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. In this case, it gave you a little bit more space on the sides and stuff. Okay, as you can see here. So you don't have to freak out too much if you realize, oh crap, I forgot to resize it for what I'm working with. You can go in and do that and we'll readjust everything. And then if you're not happy with the way it looks, you can go in, move things around accordingly as you want to and stuff. Does that help?
Yes. And you mentioned earlier to Missy about having the double page spread. Do you just do that in the size? I was trying to follow you and catch mine at the same time.
Okay, so what I had recommended to begin with was going to Ingram and pulling up
Okay.
the information. So
I got one from Amazon. It's a
Okay.
PDF template.
Okay, so turn that PDF into a JPEG so it's easier to work with in the system.
Okay.
And then once you've turned it into a JPEG and you're working on something here, just go to your uploads on the far left, upload the file like I did with my PDF. Okay, it's like this one. Okay, I'm gonna hit cancel because it's right here.
I see that. Yeah.
Okay, and then if you know what size the PDF is, then you would just go in and adjust accordingly.
I see.
Okay.
I see. Got it. I think I can do that.
Okay. Now, what I
Okay.
recommend though, okay, is once you've created your cover, save it. Okay, make it, save it as a JPEG, GIF, or whatever. Okay, so that you can go in and create from a blank screen. Let's get rid of all of this for an example. All right. We're going to make this white. Okay, so now I've got a blank screen, and then I'm going to go in here. And I know this one, again, like I said, is 15x12, so I'm going to go resize it. Simply resize. So now I have my blank screen, put it up in the corners, extend it out. Okay. And then the cover that you have, you can upload it, and like I did with this one. And then now I can go in and start setting it the way I want it to. And then add in. Again, let's see, where is it? There it is. If you need to have a background, you can choose anything here to start off with. Oops, I got one too many. Delete. There we go. I have one too many, so I can go in and set it up. And you can do this after you've gone your sales pitch and all that stuff in there. You can make it and then just move it to the back. Oops, not too far back. And it's hidden then what you don't need printed. Okay. So theoretically, you're going to have.
Yeah, I got it.
Oops, there it is. And so, it'll end up looking, let me get rid of it. It'll end up looking like a full book cover.
I
Okay.
see. I see. Okay.
And you know, if you do use the Ingram and you do have your ISBN number, that is the best thing to do on here because it will match up properly. Yeah, what did I do?
Okay.
Another template and select generator, file creation, and oops, went too far down, sorry. Cover template generator, create it. And like I said, if you've already assigned your ISBN to it, make sure you use it because it's attached into that PDF. So it's easier to match up when they do go to print and all that stuff. Okay.
Okay.
But like I said, you don't have to necessarily have it all set. If you don't, that's fine. You can enter in any ISBN from a previous book if you have or whatever. But in order for this to properly work, you do need to put some kind of ISBN number in there.
Got it. Got it.
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. Right.
All right. Missy, did I confuse you?
No, I'm good. I was playing around with, I figured out how to get that template from Barnes & Noble into Canva, so I'm set.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so then you can create your blank page, put that up in there, and then just create your book accordingly. And you have everything lined up with the spine, you know exactly your measurements and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, while we're talking about covers, let me go back. Now, I know, Missy, you're not thrilled about the concept, but I'm going to bring it up anyways because it's good for everybody to know. Okay.
Mhm.
When you are actually, let me go ahead and pull up a different cover that I have. Actually, yeah. So like I said, I've created a lot of my covers, as you can see, you know, they're already individually set up and stuff. So I'm going to use this one because this is a perfect one to use. Okay. So this is about NFTs and stuff. And this is what I'm going to, oops, yeah, there it is. So the concept of NFTs is basically the future of books is going to be a mini movie on your cover. That people will be able to purchase the ebook as, okay, if that makes sense for you. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example. In here, you have all these different elements that you can play with and stuff, okay? So I'm going to, why do I not have, there we go. So here you have the ability to change how it looks, okay, see how it moves. Okay, this is great for ebooks and stuff. You can choose all these different types of styles to move things around and stuff. Okay. See how everything moves? That's now your mini movie. Okay, and you would save it as a GIF. So when you go up to share, you download it, save as a GIF, and that's it. And it's done. Now you have an NFT compatible cover. Okay. And so now you can use it with your ebooks and stuff like that. Okay. So when people get an ebook from you, it has that movable cover built into it and stuff. And that will become something of value because those become more valuable books that you can sell for $24.95 instead of $2.99 and stuff like that. And you get the payments continuously year after year after year. Every time somebody sells that NFT or resells it, you're making money off of it. That's why I push this in that respect. Okay. Any questions about that? Quietness. All right. Let me pull it back up because I want to show you one more thing that you can do. Oops, wrong one. There it is. Okay. So another thing you can also do, okay, is you can actually implant a video into it. So I did do this, and I'm going to use this as my example. So I'm tagged in a video. Okay, and I'm going to change it up so it's fitting. Oops. Square by square. Right, line it up. Extend it out. And pull it off. So there's my thing. And of course, you would, want to change up anything that you need to, so it can all be seen and stuff. And then, of course, move it back if you need to, so it's in the right position. So now there's my book cover, but it's now a movie. And that's your NFT. Okay. So those are things you can do in Canva if you want to choose to do stuff
Wow.
like that. All right.
That's really great.
I know Missy's not a fan of NFTs, but I wanted you to see that. All right. Anything else I can help guide you on? Any questions about
No.
Canva or anything?
No, I think I just got to play around with it.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Well, don't
Same
hesitate
here.
to email me if you have questions. It's relatively easy to use. Sometimes you just have to make a mistake to learn from it. But overall, it's pretty simple. Okay, I'm going to get that out of there so I don't lose my hardcover. There we go. And also, that if you make a cover and you want to make changes to it, you can make a copy under the file. Okay, so it makes a duplicate of it. And if you want to go in and play with changing it up in that duplicate, you can do so you don't lose the original you've created. Okay. But if for any reason you do work on the original and realize, oh shit, I forgot, you can always use your, let's see, we'll use this as an example. I'm just going to move that. So you have then the undo buttons. So you can go back as far back as you need to get back to the original and stuff like that. So, okay.
All righty.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then I guess I'll let you guys go.
All right.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And will you send us the link to the recording in case I need to go back on?
Sure. I'll upload it to the system tomorrow and then I'll send it to you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, have a good one.
All right. Good night.
Will do. Thank you much. Bye-bye.